Hello, we are the PNC Newsgirls, Mia
and Maya, reading the news 6 days a week because you're too lazy.
Tuesday, August 8th, 2023.
Okay. The application of force alone, without moral support based on a spiritual concept, can never bring about the destruction of an ideal or arrest the propagation of it, unless one is ready and able ruthlessly to exterminate to a man the last upholders of that ideal, and also to wipe out any tradition which it may tend to leave behind. This little bit here made no sense. To exterminate to a man the last upholders of that ideal.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Bros has very good grammar.
Well, he is German, so before I translate to English, I don't know. Okay, quick on. Exclusive. School district puts misbehaving kids through diversity trainings instead of suspending them. Are
you kidding me?
Brainwash them. They're brainwashing them instead of suspending them.
Rob, I'll throw my cup at you.
The presentation includes a chart that shows the percentage of members who are comfortable discussing issues of anti-blackness, anti-Hispanic, Latinx, and anti-LGBTQ+ issues. The presentation promotes the ADL's, a left-wing anti-hate activist organization, No Place for Hate campaign. The ADL's No Place for Hate 2020-2021 coordinator handbook and resource guide shows that moments of anti-bias such as microaggressions, bullying, or slurs can eventually lead to genocide. Wait.
Silence is very loud today.
Yeah, okay.
Bruh. Anyway. Somebody writing a okay.
Stupid gif.
Yes. Okay. AIPAC-led U.S. delegation raises concerns about deadly Israeli settler violence. A delegation of the Democratic members of the U.S. Congress in Israel this week went on I'm sick of saying that, sponsored visit, voiced concerns over the settler violence against Palestinians. How do you say Palestinians? Like
Palestinians.
Palestinians? Okay. During a meeting with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday.
Right. Disney teams up with transgender TikTok influencer to promote girls' apparel. I literally look like Minnie Mouse. The Walt Disney Co. has teamed up with a transgender TikTok influencer to promote apparel for girls, specifically Minnie Mouse-themed clothes that include a red dress, yellow pumps, and a red hair bow. The transgender influencer Sean Altman, a biological male who identifies as gender fluid, created a promotional TikTok video for Disney Style, the company's social media brand promoting Disney-themed clothing, makeup, and accessories.
I could have sworn Minnie, are they promoting Minnie?
Yes.
Yeah, Minnie Mouse. I could have sworn she was wearing pink and it had dots on it.
I think it changes.
Oh.
A lot.
Okay, I didn't know. Because I remember she didn't look exactly like Mickey.
Yeah.
But, okay. That's not really important, but... Okay. UK scientists preparing vaccines for mystery disease X. What is that? And I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
British scientists are already developing vaccines for a future disease X pandemic, Sky News reported on Monday. After COVID-19, the researchers believe that deadly animal-borne... How do you say that?
Pathogens.
Include bird flu, monkeypox, and I don't know how to say that. A hantavirus?
Yeah, hantavirus.
May evolve to infect humans. The research is being carried out by the UK Health Security Agency, I don't like that acronym, at the highest security Porton Down Laboratory Complex in Wiltshire? I don't know. Porton Down's Vaccine Development and Evaluation Center has been expanded since the coronavirus pandemic, and 200 scientists are now developing vaccines for animal viruses that haven't yet infected humans.
Bruh. Just don't. Just don't. Okay, on to the poll column. A new day, a new type of election fraud. Meet the Shapeshifters. The excellent Wisconsin team with whom we collaborate found citizens who moved from all over the state to a single state representation district for a primary. They moved a couple of months before the election. They all voted. Now the good part. They moved back shortly after the election to their original homes. Now that's an artifact.
Bruh.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
So they all moved to Wisconsin to vote, and then moved back to where they came from.
They're being way too obvious about it. I could do better. Jeez. Okay. Disgraced former FBI agent involved in Trump probe to plead guilty in Russian
Oligarch case.
It's
oligarch. It's gotta be oligarch. I refuse to believe anything else.
ABC News reported Charles McGonigal. What's with people being Mick?
I have no idea.
McGonigal. The former head of the counterintelligence for the FBI's New York field office is scheduled for a plea proceeding August 15th according to a judge's order. The 54-year-old is accused by the U.S. prosecutors of working for a sanctioned Russian, how'd you say?
Oligarch
Oleg Dirty Paska. And the change in plea is related to criminal charges of evading U.S. sanctions and money laundering.
Andrei Shushtin. What?
Shushentisov.
The West really believes Russia is on the verge of collapse. This explains a lot of bad policy. The ongoing Western narrative that Russia is constantly on the verge of imminent collapse stems from the persistent perception that the state is vulnerable to internal combustion because of its perceived fragility, vast territory, and critical imbalances.
Okay. Carlsberg discriminated against us on a national basis. Bosnia. What?
Bosnia.
Yeah. Like, a year before had six firing, he recalled the then CEO of my voice. What?
Carlsberg.
The then CEO of Carlsberg, Siberia, Gabor Burkiev, had complained to him that there are only Muslims, referring to I don't know how to say it, working in the Savagero branch. Following Hadzik's dismissal, 8 other staff members out of a team of 14 in the Savagero management team were replaced by different nationalities, all within 3 years.
Alright. DOJ slapped by judge in Trump documents case. DOJ Special Counsel Jack Smith has been directed by the court to unseal 2 filings and to provide a comprehensive legal rationale for a Washington, D.C. grand jury's involvement in the investigation, specifically Cannon. A Trump appointee has ordered Smith to explain the legal propriety of using a D.C. grand jury in a Florida matter.
Propriety?
Propriety.
Okay then.
Surprised I knew that.
Yes. Okay. Is AI poised to boost cancer survival rates? Study finds tech can pinpoint where tumors originate, allowing docs to choose best treatment. Intay Moon, a researcher from the
Massachusetts
Institute of Technology, said that was the most important finding in our paper, that this model could be potentially used to aid treatment decisions, guiding doctors towards personalized treatments for patients with cancers of unknown primary origin.
Okay. New data show temperatures over 86 Fahrenheit begin a precarious decline of EV performance. Recurrent, an auto company based in Seattle, has a mission to accelerate the overall adoption of EVs, and to do so strives to provide transparency and confidence in pre-owned EV electric vehicle operator purchases. This past Friday, the enterprise released a research report titled Deep Dive, Lithium-Ion Batteries and Heat, which included a hilariously absurd graphic, although undoubtedly it wasn't meant to be taken as such, that showed the optimal temperature range to avoid issues. That scope was limited between 59 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside that limited field, there are either slow reactions or accelerated side reactions, like those listed at the outset of this blog post from the report itself.
Okay. That was really long.
Yeah, it took me a minute to realize that EV was electric vehicle, because normally they will like say something like that before just giving you the acronym.
Yeah, I didn't know it until you said it, so. Okay.
Column.
Appearing at Satanic? Is that Satanic?
Yep.
Satanic Travis Scott concert. Kanye West finished his full, how do you say that?
Reintegration.
With the Jew system. Travis Scott is a satanic type of rapper who gets high on like tranquilizers and does these zombie shows with all this satanic imagery. It's very low energy, low vibration stuff. You'll remember that a bunch of people died at one of his concerts while there was a bunch of satanic images on the stage. A lot of internet people thought this was some kind of satanic ritual murder event.
Okay. Thousands protest in Haiti over deteriorating security situation. Several thousand people, many with their faces covered to conceal their identities, marched through Haiti's capital on Monday demanding protection from violent gangs who are pillaging neighborhoods in the capital, Port-au-Prince and beyond. "We want security," the crowd chanted as it marched for 2 hours from the troubled community of Felons to Camp de Mars on downtown area, and then to the Prime Minister's office residence, where police broke up the demonstration with tear gas.
Does tear gas just make you cry? Like sting or something?
I think it does, but I'm not sure. I've never had the joy of experiencing it myself. Google.
Okay.
Irritating mucous membranes in the eyes, nose, mouth, and lungs. Causes crying, sneezing, coughing, difficulty breathing, and pain in the eyes.
Okay, so just like all around sucks.
Yeah. Pain.
Okay. Nurses leave Uganda for jobs overseas, creating shortages. That. I don't know, but it wasn't like that.
It sounds a bit like a curse word.
Yes. Place is among thousands of registered nurses in. Wait, is that a person?
What?
It says.
It's a name.
Oh, that's a name? Oh, I feel bad for you. It's among thousands of registered nurses in Uganda who have not entered the country's health workforce. Uganda produces about 5,000 nurses every year, and of these, only about 2,000 are employed in government hospitals. The situation here is too bad, you can't make it, says 26-year-old name. A few of the nurses can make it here. Very many nurses like me, it's a hustle for them to make it here.
Okay. American-trained warlords could be hours away from starting a massive African conflict. The Economic Community of West African States, there's an acronym for it that I don't feel like reading out, a Nigeria-led economic and security group, set a Sunday ultimatum for the military officers who seized control of Niger in July to restore the ousted president under threat of force, according to retributions, but the deadline passed without a change in Nigerian leadership, and the ruling elements of Niger's security forces on Sunday announced pre-posting of troops ahead of possible acronym invasion.
ECOWAS. You sound like you were needing to yawn, like at the end there.
I kind of did.
We can tell.
But it went away, so I don't have to yawn anymore.
Nice.
Anyways, workout column.
Okay.
You get to read the cancer one.
Oh no! Breath. NYC Dr. G. Allen Cheng, I don't know, facing over 26 crime charges after drugging and R-wording at least 6 women and filming assault. I'm sick of saying this name. 33. How do you say that? Gastroenterologist? What?
I have absolutely no idea.
Doesn't matter.
A fancy doctor.
New York Presbyterian Queens is that initially?
Yeah,
or am I
initially.
dying? Okay, initially arrested in December after his girlfriend claimed the doctor knocked her unconscious at his Astoria apartment using a surgical mask stuffed with cotton balls soaked in an unknown liquid.
Oh my. Chinese copper mine. I said Cooper, it's copper. Chinese copper mine in Myanmar expands with land grab. The partnership with the military-owned Did I say Myanmar?
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't look like this is Myanmar. This is Myanmar.
No,
No, like down there.
Oh, down there.
Myanmar.
Where?
Oh, I don't care anymore. In partnership with the military-owned Myanmar Economic Holdings (LDT), and its two subsidiaries, Myanmar Wambo Mining Copper LDT and Myanmar Yang Copper LDT, runs 3 copper mines.
Let's padang, zebedang, yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's enough.
It's not gonna make
Lapadabra is the biggest of the 3. That's all you need to know.
mines.
Okay. Could El Salvador's gang crackdown spread across Latin America? That admiration is not confined to one end of the political spectrum. In Honduras, left-wing President Xiomara Castro announced her own crackdown on gangs that drew comparisons to El Salvador's. And in Guatemala, former right-wing presidential contender Zuri Rios called El Salvador a model for reference.
Okay, public anger grows after floodwaters deliberately diverted to save China's capital. Many towns in China, Hebei province, have sustained severe flooding due to the Chinese Communist regime's deliberate use of the locals as a moat to protect China's capital of Beijing and the new political hub of Xing's following the strongest storm in northern China in years.
Okay.
It looks like there's a 5th story. Normally there's only 4 here, but there's 5.
Is there?
Yeah, there's 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay.
Okay, we got I've never seen that before.
Okay. Ex-Minneapolis officer
Unrepentant.
as he gets nearly 5 years in George Floyd killing. Tao. That looks like Tao.
It does. Tao.
The last former Minneapolis police officer convicted in the state court for his role in killing George Floyd did not show any repentance or admit any wrongdoing as he was sentenced Monday to 4 years and 9 months.
Alright then, that is all. Thank you for listening to Mia.
And Maya, read the Polno Central homepage. Do all the good things.
And come back tomorrow for more segregated news.